Hey, it's Cry. So I know this is supposed to be a primarily music YouTube channel, but I also do some Photoshop and graphic design on the side. So I will be posting those on a certain day. I think I'm deciding on Saturdays for those, just because there's not going to be that many and it's easy for me to get it done on Saturdays. Whereas if I post videos on Wednesdays, I can just record on Saturday and Sunday, edit that really quick, and then have it ready by Wednesday. So what you see here is my friend's birthday gift. If you're from my old channel, or if you've seen videos from my old channel, which should still be up, he's the drummer whenever we performed Feeling Lonely by Boy Pablo at my school. You can't really see him in the video because he's hidden behind some curtains, but I'm going to try to do this voiceover in one take. I've already had to restart a couple times, and this is just like a chill kind of thing for me to do. Something more relaxed and also show off some of the other stuff that I do. But yeah, so I came up with this idea to kind of make something funny for his birthday. And it turned out really well in the end. This was 2 months ago, I think. So this video is pretty old. I've had this idea in my head for a while. But I'm just going to ramble on. It's 2 in the morning right now, and I have class at 10. So we'll have to see how this all plays out. I'm a bit of an insomniac. I don't fall asleep very easily, and I've been having trouble with this quarantine falling asleep anyways. Also, if you hear anything fuzzy in the background, that's my laptop dying. I really love it. I don't know why the fan's going all crazy. I think it's because it's plugged in because it has low battery. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, a little bit of background information about Sahir. So Sahir started off as a friend of a friend. We both applied to the boarding school that we currently go to now. And during that application process, I heard about him from like a youth group friend that goes to school, like to their old high school together. So they've known each other for a while, since I think middle school, maybe elementary school, because they live like down the street from each other, but I don't know if like how long they've lived close to each other. And so I kind of met him through that. When we found out we both got in, me and Sahir and another friend of ours, Michael, we all went bowling before the school started. And so yeah, that was kind of it. That's how I met him. I didn't really talk to him the first year we were at school, so junior year I didn't really talk to him. We talked in passing sometimes. I think he helped me with some chemistry stuff. He did play drums for me my first semester in guitar class, and then when we were in rock band together, he also played drums for me. And he's just always been like a really chill kind of guy. He's always been really nice, always like, just a bro. Senior year is when we started getting close. We had, I think, 2 classes together, maybe 3. One of them was ethics, and the other was calculus. So that was pretty cool to get to know him in. We also started sending memes to each other on Instagram. And that's basically just like how we got close. We still send memes to each other and everything. He's still one of my closest friends, and yeah. I haven't been able to see him that much this semester because we don't have that many classes together, but what happens happens. Classes, whatever. But he'll be going to university in the same state as I am, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully we get to hang out more while we're in college and everything. Some more information about Sahir. He looks really nerdy. He's really scrawny. I think he was in robotics or bot ball at his old schools. like for sure in middle school and everything. But so he's the captain, he's the build team captain and the safety team captain of our school's robotics team, which, like, thankfully for them, had the end, like, their season ended before the coronavirus outbreak and everything in the United States, so they were able to finish their season. Can't say the same for my rowing team though, so that kind of makes me sad. But yeah, I'm like really, really glad for him that everything worked out for him on that part. So he's like super nerdy. We go to a nerdy boarding school. I keep losing track of what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna take a sip of water and then let you guys watch me erase some parts of Sahir's side and armpit for a second. Alright, so what I was saying, Sahir's really nerdy. But what you don't know about Sahir and what you wouldn't know about Sahir at a first glance is that, oh yeah, I was listening to music while I was doing this. So I was making him dance to the music, but I can't play any music because I'm scared of copyright strikes. And I'm just a new channel, so I can't get any copyright strikes because that would be bad news bears. Anyways, he's really nerdy. And what you wouldn't know by looking at him is that he actually is like one of the coolest guys ever. And I don't say that because like he's my friend and everything. Like I wouldn't say that if he was my friend, but I do. Also, I just thought the hair looked like Megamind, so I really tried, man. I think it turned out great. But he rides, like, the first thing that I found out about him was that shocked me, was that he rides a motorcycle. And that's just crazy, dude. Like, you would not look at this kid and think he wears, like, a leather jacket, and a motorcycle. And he's, like, a grandfather. Like, sometimes he acts like that. He also drives a convertible. He drives a Nissan 350Z. I don't know what that means a lot, but I just know it's like a pretty cool convertible car. So yeah, there's that. One time he rolled up to school. He pulled in the lot next to me, next to where I was standing. Yep, there's Michael. About to erase Michael's whole face. But he pulled in the lot next to me, and I was just like, bruh, you look so cool, but you also look like the nerdiest kid ever. But, yeah, he rides a motorcycle, he, has a convertible, he dirt bikes, and that's pretty much, like, it. But, dude, look at this kid, and tell me you would expect him to do that. Also, he wears, like, the same pants every day, or the same style pants at least. I say that he wears the same pants every day. And I just, like, they just remind me of what someone's grandfather would wear, you know? And I don't know, dude. This kid's just so weird. There's also the fact that one time I asked him to teach me how to drive stick, because he drives stick and I drive a Camry, and that's automatic. So I asked him if he would teach me, and he was just like, yeah, sure. So we were like, we met up at a park, because public location, and then I was like, let's go to this community college parking lot. So then I followed, like, I drove them there, I led him there, and he followed me in his car. He followed my car in his car, because yep, it's 2 a.m. You gotta give me a break. It's 2:30. So he led me there, and then I was making fun of him because he was driving 5 under the speed limit. Like, I had to slow down so that he could catch up, and so that no car would, like, cut in front of him. And I was like, dude, how do you do this? And one of the first times that I hung out with him senior year was, my Siri keeps activating. One of the first times I hung out with him senior year was whenever him and Michael took me street racing. Like, they raced in their cars and I sat safely with a seatbelt. And so at that point, like, before we went, he won he lost 5-0. So Michael had won 5 times and he had won none. And which is, like, really crazy because Sahir mods his car a lot. Like, he put in a plenum spacer, not that I know what that means, and he also lowered the car. Like, he changed the springs. Not that I know what that means, but I you know, I'm a good friend and I pay attention to what he posts on Instagram. And I try to understand, but I really don't know. So he mods his car a lot. And I just kept making fun of him for losing like 5 times in a row, you know? But the 2 times that I rode with Michael whenever they raced, Sahir won both times. And I was like, dude, this is so sad. You wanted that, nerd? Like, seriously. Because me and Michael like making fun of Sahir. That's just how our friendship is, you know? It's one of those. So yeah, that's another thing to add to the things of, you would look at this kid and you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know what hit you. I mean, look at him. Look at his ear. Look at him. Oh my god. I still have 7 more minutes to fill of just me talking about Sahir. I don't know if I can do it. Okay. So why is this, I don't know. I'm just trying to erase everything. So so these pictures, okay. I'm going to tell you why I have so many pictures of Sahir then. So I have that, like, I'm so happy I have a pop filter because I'm spinning everywhere, I think. So junior year, I took pictures for yearbook. And that was really cool because it got me a lot of school service hours, which is a thing that we need to graduate. I don't know why. It's basically just child labor, to be honest. So I have a lot of pictures of, I guess, everyone, but I don't save them. I uploaded it to a cloud drive and then, like, that the school gives us, and I shared it to everyone, and they can download their pictures or whatever, and yeah. But anyways, so this year my friend Pau, who's the overall captain of the robotics team, oh, I'm making him dance again. Yep, there it goes. Okay. Who's the overall captain of the robotics team, asked me if he could borrow my camera so that he could take pictures of everyone on the robotics team for yearbook and this presentation that they have to do every year. So I was like, sure. And I was like, are you sure you don't want me to take pictures? And he's like, no, it's fine. And I was like, oh yeah, it is fine, because the rowing practice is right before the robotics team practice meeting. So it overlaps a little bit, and I didn't want to rush, and I like showering. So that's pretty cool. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, like, what methods I'm using. So on each layer, I just insert the photo on Procreate, and then for the first layer, which is the big Sahir that you see that looks like Megamind, I what did I do? I erased everything from his background to make it transparent. I also made the background transparent, and then I used the liquify tool to shrink his chin and push out his hair and grow his hair, like the top of his head out. And then I used the brush that has like the hair texture, and I just lightly went over that, and I made a beard for him. And then what you saw me do like a little while earlier was that I shrunk his arms a little bit to give him a more distorted look. And then for the second picture that I worked on, I erased Michael out of the picture. And then I erased his background again, shrunk a little bit of his head, and elongated his arms. And so for this, and like another trick that I used for like erasing everything, because erasing it by hand doesn't give off that clean, like cut crop kind of look. I used the little arrow tool at the top, and I like kind of moved it so that it would be clipped off by the border of the actual picture, and then that would give me a straight like edge, which is kind of like kind of a weird way to do it. I feel like there's a better way to do it. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, now I know, like, I'm better at Procreate now because I've been working with it a little bit longer. I think you can use, like, the little S ribbon tool to, like, kind of select it in a square and crop out the rest. But I didn't know that. And so the story behind the first two pictures was the robotic story, and the story behind this picture is, so he steals my iPad a lot, like, at school and everything, and I don't really care. And I should probably wrap this up pretty quick, but I didn't really care. So he just went around taking pictures, and so he took pictures with two of our other friends, and he went around taking pictures, and I was like, oh, cool, whatever. But now he has his Face ID in my iPad because he found out my passcode, and then I was like, man, okay, I guess so. So he has his Face ID in my iPad, and he can unlock it at any time. But thankfully, we're in quarantine, and he is nowhere near my iPad. And so, yeah, there's that. But, yeah, he has full access to everything. I don't really hide anything from my friends anyways. And he's one of my closest friends. Like, I vent to him a lot. And then here's me moving everything back on, seeing how everything looks, making sure they don't overlap each other. And I think I'm going to distort bottom left. Oh, okay, so this is really cool. I just changed the colors on the highlights and the shadows for I'm gonna call him Mega Mind Sahir, and then I'm shrinking left bottom Sahir's face, and then I started adding these pictures because that's what he uses for every profile picture that he ever uses. And so yeah, I didn't cut out like me going into my pictures whenever I did this, because I was just like, I don't care. And then I didn't know how to merge it like nicer. I didn't know how to merge it easier on Procreate, but now I know you just pinch it, because I watched someone do it on TikTok. I actually watched it on Instagram, but it was a TikToker, but they did it and they just like pinched it. So I was just manually tapping merge down like 30 million times, and it was really annoying. But this is me making the background. I didn't use, so I don't remember what this is called. I think it's like a derp face or something, but it's something from probably the late 2000s, early 2010s. So, yep, and there's me manually tapping and merging down everything and trying to fit them in unique places. Anyways, leave a like on this video, comment if you want to see me do anything, and if you want me to do any graphic design for you and you're not an immediate friend of mine, then just message me and you'll probably have to pay, because I am broke. Okay, bye.